All right, so example 16 is asking us to determine whether or not each of the following is a factor of the expression x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. A, now if x minus 1 is a factor, f of positive 1 is equal to 0. That's what factor theorem says, that if the linear factor x minus 1 is a factor, or if the linear expression x minus 1 is a factor of what? F of 1, sorry, is a factor of f of x, f of 1 would be equal to 0. And of course, remember that whatever the sign here of 1, when we find the f of, we change that sign. So it's x minus 1, but it is f of positive 1 that is equal to 0. All right, so let's find f of 1. And if f of 1 comes out to be 0, it means that what? X minus 1 is a factor. If f of 1 comes out to be any other value other than 0, then f of 1, sorry, x minus 1 would not be a factor. So f of 1 is what? 1 cubed plus 2 times what? 1 squared. Well, this is obviously not a factor. Plus 2 times 1. Essentially, because you're adding everything. If you're adding everything, there's no way it can come out to be 0. So this is going to be 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So this turns out to be what? 6. So because f of 1 is equal to 6 and not 0, because remember, if x minus 1 is a factor of f of x, f of 1 be equal to 0. But when we did our actual calculation of f of 1, we got 6. So essentially what this is saying, therefore, x minus 1 is not a factor of f of x, which is equal to x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. It is essentially saying that it is not a factor. All right, so let's try, let us see. So we just saw that x minus 1 is not a factor. So let us test if x plus 1 is a factor. Now, if x plus 1 is a factor, f of minus 1 would be equal to 0. So let's find f of minus 1. That would be minus 1 cubed plus 2 times minus 1 squared plus 2 times minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1. 2 times minus 1 squared is 2. 2 times minus 1 is minus 2 plus 1. So we have negative 1 and plus 1. We have positive 2 and negative 2. This comes out to be 0. So if the remainder comes out to be 0, according to the factor theorem, if x minus 1 is a factor, if x plus 1 is a factor, f of minus 1 would be equal to 0. So here, x minus 1 came out to be 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. All right, let's do the last test. We want to see if 3x minus 2 is a factor. Now, 3x minus 2, therefore 3x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 2 over 3. Now, if 3x minus 2 is a factor of the expression, f of 2/3 would be equal to 0. So let's find f of 2/3. Now, if f of 2/3 comes out to be 0, turns out to be equal to 0, 3x minus 2 would be a factor. All right, so f of 2/3 would be 2/3 cube plus 2 times 2/3 square plus 2 times 2/3 plus 1. This is 8 over 27 plus 8 over 9 plus 4 over 3. Well, everything is positive here. So if everything is positive, it's obvious, plus 1. It's obvious that this is not going to come out to be equal to 0. We could add it. This is 8 over 27. This is 24 over 27. This is plus 36 over 27 plus 27 over 27. You could add it, but to no avail. It's going to come out to be not equal to 0. It's going to be well greater than 0. When you add this, what you get, that's 60 plus 35, that's what, 95? This is 95 over 27. So since f of 2/3 is not equal to 0, therefore 3x minus 2 is not a factor of x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1.